this is the culmination and the continuation of a long partnership that we've had with the chairman in the Olgulului group ranch. And the focus really is to provide ranger training, ranger equipment, and to involve the community. If you think about the size of Amboseli and the fact that 70% of the wildlife spends time outside of that protected area, it's absolutely critical that we involve communities in protecting wildlife and that they see the benefit of protecting that wildlife. So we have support from people around the world to provide vehicles, which we did today, but also the expansion of Team Lioness, which is really the first time that women from the Maasai community have been involved as community rangers. So I think it's a really great step forward, and it's serving as a model for a lot of other things that we do across Africa. I think for a long, long time, women have not been involved in the conversation. They haven't been involved in the conservation efforts in the ways that you see today. So the inclusion of women and the lack of inclusion in the past, I think, has been a big mistake. That you have 50% of the population not involved and not ask their opinion. And when I first came to Kenya and we established Team Lioness, I asked the women, what was the biggest change beyond just the work, the daily work? And one of the things that they said to me was, we feel as though we're being listened to for the first time, that we've stepped out of the shadows. And to me, that's something that has always stuck with me, that an entire segment of the population was not involved.
This is an indication that even women can do something, and they can even do better. Because when it was first introduced, the community felt that how do you take a woman to go and do security stuff, such like things, and it was even a problem to convince them to come front and get employed. But we are seeing that this one has become a game changer in the society, because there is this notion that now it is possible to have a woman do something, because if they can go to the bush and do security stuff, then they can do anything.
And from that result, we decided to add more girls because it was quite positive. We've never lost a lion within that area. How that ended up to have happened, I believe, and I tend to believe, that it is the approach they give to conflict. See, sometimes the male rangers will not only have that first response, but at least they will sometimes ignite the fire by them trying to push the people who are retaliating, at least using a lot of force. But I believe the approach the women gave was to talk to the community, was to convince those people through talking, was to make sure that they use the elders. And with the spirit of young Maasai men not fighting a woman, I would say, that again gave them the advantage of taking, of convincing them and having an opportunity to talk. We cover 1,473 square kilometers. Covering that would be like every ranger will cover 19 square kilometers every day. And it is very difficult to cover that area. So we would want to wish, we would wish that at least a ranger will cover 10 square kilometers per day. Then we will be able to cover the whole area every day.
Community, unajua sisi ndio tulikuwa wasichana wa kwanza kuandikwa. So community pali ninaishi walikuwa nadhani sita make. Walikuwa wanaona like kukaa porini, kufanya kazi ngumu, kulinda wanyama, kuwahepa wanyama ilikuwa ngumu. Walikuwa wanaona like ngumu. Moso kwa wanaume walikuwa wanatudharau. Lakini tukakuja tukawaprove ya kwamba the other day niliulizwa na mwanamume mwingine, sasa nyinyi mnahepaga wanyama aje na venye mko wiki. Mimi nikamueleza ya kwamba huwa tukienda kuni hatuendagi na nyinyi. So huwa tunaendaga wenyewe. So the same God who anatusave kwenda kuni na tuhepane na hizo ndovu, the same God atatusave hata sisi huku porini. So venye tulikuja tukafanya hiyo kazi, kazi na tukaprove ya kwamba hata sisi tunaweza fanya kama wanaume. Hapo sasa ndo alinyamaza, wakanyamazia, ndo wakaanza kutukongratulate. Hii kazi ina involve like kuna patrols na kuna pia huwa like the main thing yenye tuliandikwa ni kupata information kutoka kwa community. Kwa maana kwa wanaume si rahisi kupata information kama sisi sasa like wanawake, kwa maana sisi ndio huwa tuna socialize na wamama wa nyumbani, tunaenda kuni na wao, tunawasaidia kulea watoto, tunaenda maji, tunakutana nao tukifua. So at least wataweza ongelelea kitu na tukisikiza tunaweza forward. Kama for example, kama kuna mama mzee wake anaua wanyama wa pori ndio apate kuuza, apate chakula, malete chakula nyumbani, tutaweza kuwa na wao. Kwa maana kama sasa kwa kazi tuna dress, but tukienda tunakaa kama askari, tukienda home tuna capture na hiyo life ya nyumbani, kukaa na wao, like we don't have any different with them. Hivyo huwa lazima uwe na GPS, uwe na radio, uwe na notebook na uwe na kalamu. Kwa sasa tuko na mpaka simu ya kuchukua reports. Huwa tunaenda porini, tuna count, kama tukiona grand gazelle ama zebra ama giraffe, huwa tuna count, count zote, then tunazwrite. After that tunakuja tuna make baadaye reports, tunatuma kwa office.
What inspired me to become a ranger is the passion and the love I have to wildlife. I grew up together with the wildlife, so I had that passion and that love towards them. So I even started loving them while I was still young. So for me getting this chance to protect them, I was very humble and happy and lucky also. We have been facing so many challenges, especially we as Team Lioness, I mean female rangers, because first we faced challenges from the community. The attitude from the community towards us was very negative because many thought that we will not make it. So also many are discouraging us. They told us, how can you go there, work together with men? So this job is very hard. So many of them discourage us not to do this. And also according to the status we are in the community, our community initially takes women as very weak people. So the work of a woman in our community was only to fetch water, looking after the babies, milking the cows. So for us coming and doing this, it was very hard for them to believe that we can do it. Also in the bushes, we faced so many challenges. For example, there was a time we met a buffalo. So it scared us a lot. Some of us go with injuries, though they were minor injuries, but it was very scary also. Also the terrain, the forest where we do the patrol was very harsh. It was harsh and it is harsh, but we are trying to encounter all the circumstances to make sure that what we'll do it well and good.
Na si mtu unaweza ukavuka tu.
Simu yangu imezima.
Ina shida saizi kama ni saizi za kutumia right away, it's not the car.
Savanna
Take all of the rangers to what they need to do. So congratulations.
We are moving on to the next stage where I'm requesting that majority of us please go to that.
Kila kitu mpaka yenye hata sitakuuliza.
Nakaa kelele. Nakaa
Wewe ni mgeni mpya.
New kabisa. Hivi ni nini zinamaanisha nini?